Hello everyone, this is DavidViadel23 and welcome to the Madhouse Cave. Today we are gonna be drawing MerMay2025 and the prompt is Aquarium. When I think of Aquarium, okay, I go to my teenager years and watching movies like Finding Nemo, okay, Finding Nemo or Finding Nemo, depends on the translation that you have seen. For yesterday's prompt, we had Clown, and I'm sure the MerMay organizers, Whitney Paulette, Lauren, and Tom Bancroft, they basically were making the list, and they thought, oh, we're gonna put Clown today, and then tomorrow Aquarium, and those prompts are very connected with the concept of Finding Nemo. These guys, this group of artists, very nice artists, they've been drawing as well and organizing the December challenge. That is basically during the month of December, we need to draw another prompt per day, like we are doing now, and all the characters and all the words are Disney related. Obviously, Finding Nemo, Clown, Aquarium, all of this can be connected. I don't know what you guys decided to draw today, but for me, it is something. Finding Nemo, it is something that I would say unconsciously marked my life a lot and my interest in animals, okay? I always wanted, oh, a dog, oh, a cat, oh, this, you know, but because of movies like this, because the portrayal of aquariums, like massive ones, beautiful ones in movies, in hotels and places like this, I had always like a fascination. It kind of hypnotized me every time I would see one in a movie or in real life, okay? So I think today I wanna draw Gil from Finding Nemo, that I will explain as well who is he. Depending on the translation, can be called Gil, Guile, or Gale. I knew him as Gale, but in the English translation is Gil. But I wanna draw him not as himself as such, because we are doing mermaid, but as a mermaid. Kind of something, kind of reimagining the design for this character. I mentioned December, and I'm gonna put here my December video so you can actually see those examples before relating to Disney, so you can compare. And I think I'm gonna put here as well my previous mermaid, so you can see many different ways of interpret prompts within different challenges, okay? Because for me, it's something that I look into videos and I look into art of other colleagues and other artists out there. So we have this space here today. As I said in my previous video, you can see there is a tiny one there on the corner. This is from yesterday, Clown. I am not gonna show it this time, and if you wanna see him, you can go to the Show More section down there, click on the Instagram, and you can see every drawing that I've been doing per day. All of them are there, and that one too. And I'm enjoying it a lot. So I'm drawing here in the corner today because I'm gonna do one here, one here, one here. I'm gonna do various. And later I can show you a sketchbook tour for this specific challenge, okay? So I have all of them together in different pages. But I want to limit myself to use the colors that he has in the movie. I'm gonna be using only these for the couple of tones that he has, plus maybe the scar a little bit in pink or in black. One thing that I've been explaining lately as well is that I've been trying these Derwent Chroma Flow. They are very soft pencils and very nice pencils. Some of them are softer than others, that's what I felt. And in some of them I'm having a little bit of difficult for when I'm taking the pictures or when I'm recording the videos, for you to see it nicely. It is much more beautiful in person, and the drawing and the quality of the drawing changes like from A to Z, if it is in picture or if it is in reality. But for today, to do the sketch, I'm going to be using, like I've been using for the Mermaid Challenge, the mechanical pencil, the big Matic 0.7mm HB2, okay? If someone is interested in drawing things like this, I don't see many artists drawing with mechanical. Everyone draws more with traditional pencils. I do as well myself, but I just added this tool this time, so I kind of get familiar with other types of drawing as well and other materials. I like it. It has a very, very fine line, like actually 0.7 millimeters, and it allows me to create a lot of details, okay? So let's dive into this, and it is the best example now that we are talking about sea and we're talking about mermaids, okay? So Gil has a type of a design from an existing fish, okay? And the experts in fishing and the experts on sea, they can actually feel free to write in the comments the scientific name that I am not gonna dare to mention because I am not cultivated in the art of the sea and the naming of the species. So I don't wanna look like someone who is trying to say the proper word and it doesn't know how to. But what I'm gonna try to do today is figure out a shape for him, okay? Kind of taking as a reference what it should be the face, his face, because obviously this is a fish that has been humanized and with this anthropomorphic sense, okay? When we do something anthropomorphic is when we are giving characteristics of human to an animal, for example, or an object, okay? We see all this in all the movies nowadays, Disney, DreamWorks, everywhere. But yeah, so it's very particular design for the face because he's playing with the elongation of the mouth, simulating the nose. And as I said, today I want to just chat, chill about you know, aquariums, fish, this concept of character design, and I don't think I want to be touching a specific topic. I am gonna be doing probably one more of MerMay for next prompt, and then we are gonna clash with the end of the challenge during the week that I will be finishing in Instagram. So I don't have many videos of MerMay to kind of do and show you here, so I would like to basically have the ease of being here talking and being here discussing all these things with you without having to rush, okay? So we are taking the top reference like this, like we are actually drawing him, and then I want to go into something funny like this. Maybe he's very kind of he's the guy, you know, he's the strong, he's the serious, he's the epic, okay? This guy basically, for all of those who haven't watched Finding Nemo for whatever reason, I'm gonna just explain to you the context. Nemo is this clownfish that lives in a coral reef. He basically is very curious about the outside world, and in the beginning, on his first or one of the first days at the school, he ends up going a little bit beyond the limit of the coral reef, and he is captured by a diver that is around and is collecting different species to obviously probably sell it and probably have it on her own in his own house or whatever, okay? So with this we see how the father Merle, he obviously stresses out, goes crazy, decides to jump into the middle of the ocean and chase to find this guy and find his son, okay? He needs to save his son. So we kind of travel with him through an odyssey to try to find Nemo. What happens with Nemo? Obviously, full spoilers. Stop the video and click here to watch another one or another topic if you haven't watched the movie and you want to watch it. But obviously, spoilers disclaimer. We follow Merle. He meets various friends that he meets on the road. Doris being one of those very important friends that it will guide him and help him through the whole story. But in parallel to Merle's story, we see Nemo's story, and he ends up in I think it was in Sydney, Australia, yeah, Sydney, Australia, on a dentist office within a aquarium. That is a very traumatizing experience at the beginning, and very different to what he is being experiencing so far, because he was living in the wild, basically, and here he finds himself in this contained space. He meets a couple of very random and very weird guys that they are kind of paranoid because they are in the aquarium, and most of them, they know they are in the aquarium, but most of them kind of go a little bit crazy. It is true as well that if you are a lover of nature and lover of fish in this aspect, and different species, some people say that if you have a very small aquarium, or if you have a very unattended aquarium, something like that, the animals go crazy. Basically, this is like having a little bird in a cage, and the animals go crazy. So if the scene and the environment that you're preparing is quite accommodating, nice, big, and you have a big amount of litters in this aquarium, is a big space, and on top of that, you give it a how I will call it, like a realistic look, like you are maybe using natural plants, natural rocks, natural soil, everything natural, and you are kind of adapting that environment and simulating real life outside world. The animals obviously can thrive and can grow and can reproduce and everything there. And yeah, I used to have 110 liters, more or less. 110 liters it was, and it may sound big, like oh my god, that's a lot, but it wasn't that big. I had there, I couldn't have many fish there because it was obviously limiting, the space was limiting. I had as well plants, etc. Everything very nice prepared with heated water, because these animals are tropical animals and they need the water to be a specific temperature as well. It's not just tap water that you're gonna put there and the animals can survive. You need to take care of putting extra bacteria and things that they are gonna be having a proper water as well, not just bottled water, for example. But yeah, so let's talk a little bit about the character 1 second here. Just drawing his design looking mysterious like this, something like this, and then we're gonna do the details. This guy Gil, as I was saying, Nemo ends up in this aquarium, and in this aquarium they have these random guys. These random guys want to accept him in this group, in this brotherhood, in this family. And then we have this guy that is kind of the boss, and the boss is very serious, very not trusting anyone, very, you know, wary of everything. And Nemo realizes why. He realizes that half of his body, like we are drawing here at the moment, is kind of, we're gonna make this kind of hand a little bit wonky like this, like broken and full of cuts and things, and then a little bit like cowboy like this, like he's ready to fight. So Nemo realizes that this guy suffered, and this guy got trapped and got very injured, and he didn't die because, you know, because Providence, and we don't know why he didn't die, but basically they need Nemo to make the purifier of the water stop, the cleaner of the, there is like a small motor, like a small machine in the filter. It's like they call the filter, that is cleaning the water and it's moving the water, so all the you have movement and the water doesn't get kind of stuck in the same place and starts smelling and starts getting bad. So this is making a nicer environment for the it's making a nice environment for the animals, and they want to stop that. So the aquarium goes green, goes dirty, and the dentist, the guy, the owner, has to basically stop it, disconnect it, take them out with little bags, put them on the side, and clean the aquarium. And they use this chance, so they are able to get out of there and escape. This is the whole all along. This is the plan that they have. So as you can see, I'm drawing him. I want to do him with a little bit of belly, because he has like this kind of chin here, but at the same time I'm thinking about it. This is like in my opinion, for my take, he is like an old soldier, okay, an old soldier injured, that obviously he has these past experiences where he was very cool, but nowadays he's an animal caged, he's an animal trapped, he's a warrior without a will of fighting, you know. And a kind of, I think for me, a nice way of representing that as well with a character is when you get older and you don't fancy doing anything and you have this kind of belly. Okay, there. So I think something like this can be very interesting. We are gonna have this white, this is gonna be blue, and then the face is gonna go around like this, being blue. Is this one here and here. We can do a white line inside, this is gonna be white, and then we are gonna do a line around very close like this and like this to blue again, and it will, from blue we'll go to white again and blue again like this. Okay, something like this, tiny, I like it. I've been doing larger drawings, bigger drawings, and I have to confess, I like drawing small, I like drawing detailed, and I feel more at ease and more comfortable while drawing this type. Okay, let's add some fine liner already. Okay, the Unipin fine liner I'm using for this challenge. In this case I'm going to be doing 0.1. The other day we used a very thin one, 0.03 I think it was, and now a little bit thicker. Some of the drawings I've been doing it as well with 0.2, that is a little bit thicker even. Yeah, feel free in the comment section to ask me any kind of question that you may have about drawing, about art, about Disney movies. Feel free to DreamWorks movies. Feel free to request as well any kind of drawing that you want to see in the channel. Any kind of movie that you would like me to talk about, any kind of, let's say, animation topic that you may be curious and you don't know maybe. If I am knowledgeable about something, I am more than happy to bring it here and talk about it with you, and an open conversation, because I like to talk about art in general, not only movies, not only manga, not only comics, not only books, but in general. I love to go to the museum as well, or the multiple museums. Everywhere I go, I visit religious places to see the architecture and to see as well the designs inside and the layouts, and museums to see the culture and to see the history of the place, the history, the legends, the mythology, the stories, the tales. All of these things fascinates me, and at the same time inspires me to draw all these things. Okay, the other day I was talking with a colleague, and he asked me how. I am so curious. How are you doing this? How are you getting so many ideas, all these ideas? People in general are just doing their own thing and they don't actually think about this. And I didn't actually give away any kind of secret. I just basically said to him, I read, I watch, I'm interested in this, I'm interested in that, I'm going to places, I'm taking pictures, I'm taking references. And because of this constant curiosity, ideas generate non-stop for me. Even if I'm not drawing, I have the ideas, and I have a notebook, physical and digital, and I'm writing notes and notes and notes there of possibilities that I can draw, or I can create animations, or I can create smaller projects or bigger projects and everything. I guess for most of my colleagues out there, my art colleagues out there, they do the same, and it's a very nice way of keeping yourself active if you visit places and you enjoy the art that you can find everywhere, okay? Because actually at the end of the day, art is everywhere. Let's do like this, and then this is a little bit long like this. Coming back a little bit about aquarium topic. When I had my aquarium, okay, the 110 liters aquarium, I was having a little bit of everything. Within, obviously, I will go to a animal shop or store, however you want to call it, depends if you're American, you're English, and I would go there and they will have options like everywhere here, and you could pick and pay, obviously. These type of animals are not cheap, and you would basically be able to take home the animal, have a transition period, like you will place the bag inside the water without actually dropping the animal directly. There will be like a transition, a mix, a blend of waters, so the animal could even go himself from one place to the other, and accommodating all the needs for them to be comfortable and to survive, basically, because that's what you want. You're going to spend 30 pounds, 50 pounds in one animal. You don't want the animal to have a shock because the water is colder or the water is hotter and die on the same moment or the day after. So you need to be meticulous when you are working or when you are trying to have this type of animals, like in everything, okay? You can't just feed your dog whatever you want, because the dog can take some sort of reaction to it and not like it and have a problem. I used to have my favorite ones were these half moon type of fish like this, but obviously not these exotic, normal ones, grayish, whites, blacks. I had a couple of those, but those animals are very territorial, so I could only have one or two because the space, and they would actually go together, but kind of keep away the rest of the animals from inside. keep them all away from their territory, because they will be kind of very controlling. I had as well some, let me see if I remember the English names for all of these. Some called guppy, I believe was guppy, as well in English. And this type of animal is smaller, very tiny, is very colorful. I'm 100% sure you know it or you have seen it, and if you see a picture you're able to recognize. If you put the name guppy in Google, you will be able to see how beautiful it is. The colorful ones with long tail, with different textures and colors. The body is tiny, is a little bit more tiny, and they have the colors, and those are the males. And then you have the females, that the females are a little bit larger, and the tail is shorter with less colors, all more grayish, greenish, okay, more kind of toned down colors, because how these animals, when you have this type of animal, you need to have a lot, and they look very beautiful and they breed a lot and everything, and the females will need to kind of go to a quieter place to be able to basically give birth to, I don't know, 30, 40, 50, I don't exactly know how many they are able to, but a lot, and they are very tiny when they are born. And obviously, if there are other predators in real life, other animals that can be predators, or even themselves, sometimes they kind of try to bite their own spawn, and you need to be very mindful of maybe separate the kids from the mother and from the parents, because you will end up with all of them gone. It is tricky to have an aquarium at home, and for all of you here watching that by any chance you have one, even if it is smaller or bigger, and you can vouch for this, it is tricky. It is tricky. It is not something random. I would say, like having a dog or having a cat, it can be difficult sometimes, but you have them and you feed them and you take care of them, and that's it. But having something like this at home, it is serious maintenance, okay, because the water, the type of animal, the transitions, the temperature, and everything. If one goes sick or it has some kind of parasite, then you need to separate it and then apply some medicine or whatever the doctor, the pet at the advisory is going to tell you, and treat them, and you need to do a lot of work. I love it. It's nice. At the moment I don't have, but it's one of those things that when we go to there is like a massive store here that they have home decor, they have plants as well for inside, for outside, they have as well animals, and there are plenty of aquariums with different animals, with different species, and you can buy for not hot water, but for tropical waters, for cold water as well, like carps and things like this, that they are more easy to handle if you have this interest in this type of creatures, okay? And let's do this. Is going to be blue, as I said, and we will add this like this. Okay, I like it like this very much. It looks very cool and dangerous. I'm even gonna do here like a shing, like he's kind of shine there, a little bit of cheeky smile like this. Maybe he's not much of a smile person, but I think I need to do this. As you can see, I don't want to go much into the Nemo story and the Nemo details and this guy's detail, because obviously, I said it many times, I want to be doing videos talking about Disney movies, DreamWorks movies, and live action and animation, only specific cartoon as well, and series. And obviously I will make a video full on talking about Finding Nemo, talking through the characters, talking through the main character and how he lives the experiences in the story. And I think that's something for me to address, the Nemo story full on. It's something to address later. I would say at a later date, okay? Now let's go into colors, okay? I said I'm gonna be using only this set with from Derwent Chroma Flow. To be honest, I think we need to start sharpening some of these because they are so soft that if you just use it once, it goes thicker on the tip here, okay? So what we are gonna do is we're gonna leave them here so I remember I have all of them, but with the details. Keep in mind what I said at the beginning of the story. This is just an interpretation. If you are a super fan of this character, super fan of Finding Nemo movie, don't feel offended or anything. Don't feel like I'm doing some kind of bad thing to this guy, because we are just reinventing, kind of playing with the character design of the guy, of the Gil, the boss in the aquarium, and adding some details, and that's it. Okay, adding some nice details to make a little bit of our imaginary, invented, half mermaid, half Disney concept, okay? Let's do... I want to know as well if you have, or you had at some point as well, animals. It doesn't matter if it is fish, or you have a dog, you have a cat, you have birds, you have, I don't know, iguanas, or any kind of lizard, snakes, and rats, mice, everything. I love animals. I'm not one of those that it's on top of the animals, like 24/7, like playing with them. I like the animals to have as well their independent way of living, but I enjoy and hypnotize me as well to see them, especially this type. Let's see. We are adding some signature colors. He is actually having a little bit more darker tone of blue. that we will do in a bit with the black. That's why I separated the black color as well. But for now, this is looking very, very interesting. Feel free to sail and swim and navigate around the YouTube channel. You can find a lot of interesting things. All of the topics are topics that I love. You can find One Piece drawings and One Piece analysis. You can find sketchbook tours. You can find comments about books or series. You can find many things. I invite you to have a look around, to watch a couple of videos. I invite you as well to talk. I know, because I have actually met many people on the street that they stop me and they say, yeah, David, I'm watching your videos, I'm doing this, it's so nice, thank you. But maybe not commenting or not liking. I understand it, because I do exactly the same thing. I'm watching something that I'm interested, and I'm not thinking about liking it. I'm thinking about learning and taking in the information, and I understand it. But I invite you, feel free to send a message, open conversation about whatever you need to say, whatever you want to say. I am more than happy, and I said it 1,000 times already, to open conversation and answer any kind of answer if it's in my power, if it's in my knowledge, and as well fulfill any kind of drawing request or theory request that you may have, because I love it. Today we are drawing MerMay2025, and just like a quick, let's say, explanation of what this is. MerMay is a challenge created by a couple of very nice artists, Tom Bancroft, Lauren Berger, and as well Whitney Paulette, and there are probably other people behind the scenes, many maybe managing, I don't know, the online base, or many other aspects, I don't know, but those are the kind of the public faces involving in this event. I will put some links down below in the show more section, so you can check their work, their drawings, what they are doing. Check the main list if you want to participate, if you want to continue the challenge as well from now, or if you want to participate next year as well. They are doing a lot of live sessions that they will invite people from industry, and they will have talks this year in Instagram Shorts, in Instagram Stories. They have this year the 10th anniversary. They have brought a couple of sponsors. I think it's Dell is a sponsor, Wacom is a sponsor. They are gonna be giving away some prizes, some nice laptops and nice tablets, so you can draw digitally from home, and it's nice. You need to obviously to tag them, share the work with them and everything, and follow them and participate and everything, but you know, we do this all the time. So I will put everything down there in the show more section, and you can have a look whenever you want. And if you decide to participate, if you decide to be drawing with all of us, well, let's draw. Okay, let's move this a little bit like this. Nice. Okay, I think I got the blue, and now I'm gonna get, I'm missing one line here that I forgot. Yeah, something like this. I like it. Now there are some yellowish tones here. I'm again inventing a little bit, because we changed a little bit the design. We stretch him. When you have a cartoon character, and you see this very notably in like Hanna-Barbera, in Bugs Bunny, in Warner Bros. Characters, and not so much in Disney, because in Disney it's more stylized, but in more cartoony, or even in Goofy, Mickey, Donald, Pluto, and all these guys, you will see how they move like they are like elastic. they move up and down, they stretch and everything, and a lot of movies from the 80s as well, with wolves and with kind of more bizarre designs of animals. They do a lot of stretching, like the Mask movie with Jim Carrey. That's where you have squash and stretch. It's basically when you are stretching or basically comprising the design. We kind of stretched him a little bit. We made him longer to give him a little bit of mermaid to the character, okay? We are almost done. To be honest, today has been more just like a nice talk, as I said before, than anything. And nice. I need to add a little bit of shine here. A little bit of shine. Feel free to put your handle as well for Instagram, or if you have a YouTube channel as well, so we all can check what you're doing, what you're drawing for the challenges, and see more art, because this is what it's all about, to go back to drawing, go back to create things. And yeah, this scar, I'm gonna make it pink. It is not a bloody scar, but I am just making it like this, like thunder, because for the sake of the design it works, okay? It works. I'm gonna add a little bit of dark here, and then we'll do some tones like this, to try to achieve a little bit this darkness of the character, this seriousness of the character, with a little bit of tone, a little bit of darker tone, okay, for him, like this, like maybe some sort of shadow, I would say, something like this, okay? Okay. I want to just kind of explain as well that challenges, drawing challenges, when we have these monthly challenges like MerMay, Inktober, December, Tales of Aletrion, the Aletrion challenge, we can participate in all of them, we can do work in all of them, but do not lose your things that you need to do during the week to be able to draw. This is a challenge, so you learn as well and have practice in managing your time. It is very important, that because many of us, we work, we do other things, we have to do house chores like everyone, we need to cook, we need to go here and do this, we have other hobbies as well, other things that we like to do, we want to read, we want to watch movies, we want to learn, we want to play video games. You can fit everything, just be mindful of the limits, and you can participate, yes, you can do all the drawings, yes, you can improve, yes, and yes, try to create good habits with this. Try to create good habits, so it is like eating. I'm gonna eat at the end of the day, I'm gonna draw at the end of the day, yes or yes, and just try to balance the things that you have to do during the day. Sometimes it's difficult, sometimes it's more easy, depend on your circumstances, but we creative people, we always end up drawing, and I love it, it's beautiful. I cannot contemplate me without drawing. I had a season a couple of years ago that I stopped a little bit. I would draw every now and then, only for myself every now and then, and that's it. But I didn't have social media, I didn't have anything, and I was just, having my things drawn, and I will keep them in my folders. That is okay. But at some point I thought, why not actually sharing my work out there, showing the things I'm doing to the people. If someone likes it, good. If someone doesn't like it, good as well. I'm actually drawing because I love to draw, okay? And there's thousands of people out there that they may like your style, others that they may not like it because they like more, I don't know, realistic, the other one likes cartoon, the other one likes 3D, we don't know, maybe the other one likes horror, and only the design's more horror type, we don't know. The thing is, don't think that your value as an artist is only the likes that you make, that you may have, or not only the feedback that you may have, okay? I've done a lot of art therapy as well, with many people, and we use the art as well for healing. Like you need to express something. You are feeling sad maybe, or you are feeling happy, and you want to create something in any kind of way. You say it, modeling, sculpting, music, performance, dancing, I don't know, drawing obviously, and anything. You can even be a video game creator and you are creating as well. Or you may be aficionado that maybe every now and then is creating some maps in Fortnite and you are creating as well. So we all, in one way or another, we have this innate sense of creating and wanting to have things that we made, okay? Let's see. You see what is happening, that as I move, not because I've forgotten on the other table, but normally, because I'm using this very, very soft Derwent, what I'm doing is, and this is an advice for all these people starting drawing traditional, you paint, and then you put another paper here, okay, on top of the drawing, and your hand like this, and you continue with the lines. So this is avoiding for you to smush the rest of the drawing and to make here maybe a shadow that you don't want, or things like this, or to blend colors when you didn't want to blend colors, okay? Some people as well may draw like this with the finger like this, and they are very precise. If you are painting or if you are drawing in canvas, on a easel, for example, on vertical or a little bit inclination, and there's a lot of people who has like a tool, like a second pencil or a wood tool, to put it like that on the canvas, okay, on the frame, and then the hand is holding, the hand is on top of that. So you have like a surface that you can actually put your hand on and keep drawing, okay? That's another way as well. There are many ways for you to stabilize your drawings. I like traditional, I like imperfection, and I don't want to kind of disregard when I may have a line that I didn't want. For example, I'm doing this double line here, okay? And I am actually done it a little bit too thick there, but I can just feel and continue the sense of my drawing, okay? Because I am a traditional designer, I'm accepting all of this is not about copying a drawing. This is interpretation, and at the same time we are talking, we are creating, and we are having a nice time, okay? The arm with these tiny claws that he has, and yeah, I think I went through the relevant points in Nemo's story to understand who this guy is and why are we drawing him today, without going too much. Well, I went a lot into Nemo main story. I told you what is happening in general, but all the details, all the evolution, all the maturity that every character has during the situations that they are living in the story, it is very real. It is very real. It's one of those movies made, this I think is 2003. In my opinion, the 2000s, the early 2000s are a golden era in 3D and storytelling. We had a beautiful era some ages ago, like 40, 60 years ago, but there in the 2000s, with movies like this, we reached as well some sort of peak, I would say, in my opinion, as a creative, okay? As well, open debate about this, and let's talk about this, because I love to discuss about art. I think we are done for today, okay? I'm just gonna sign down here. This is DavidViadel23, DavidViadel23, you can say it as you want, and this is the Mandrago's Cave. I hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you enjoyed the kind of chill talk for today, talking about animals and drawing, and yeah, feel free to like, subscribe, share with your friends and with your family that they may like it, and I'll see you in the next one. Thank you very much. Bye.